So as you can see, our handle seems to be a little bit narrow. And come in and move. Back around, keeping in mind that we still need some sort of bevel to make the edges a little bit more rounded. So this here, we'll come back to that now. We smooth this. So as you can see, here we have a sharp. So that are one of the things we put into consideration. And this, some funny business going on here that we have to fix. Undo. Redo. I think I did undo. Okay. So all we want to do here is probably just delete these faces for now. I'll focus on this. So we can either create an edge loop, or for now let's delete this target weld this, select all the edges at the center, go to our front view, scale that out and snap it to the center. So that way we have this. So we can now use this to create that little piece at the back. So let me save. It's been a while I did that. And this we have to adjust. I think this goes a little bit backwards. And this extension now goes down. So it's here we can now add the edge loop we want. Can use that edge loop to create a bit of raise, and use the center to also raise this a little. Then we can I think it's that time we delete history on this. Maya is trying to act in a weird manner. So can move this now. Can actually extrude this and create a mesh, target weld that to this. Yeah, we have a triangle, right? Move this down and fix that. I'm just trying to create this back panel. you can see it's always a good practice to look at your model from different angles. So to fix this, you can just continue this all the way down, enter, you get rid of this, and we have our part. Okay, I think there's still some funny business going on at this back that we still need to adjust. Okay, so we slowly but gradually we are getting there. Like I said, let me delete history on all and freeze transformation. Like I said, everything we are doing now is just for a little while. When we are actually done, what we just need to do is modify mesh, modeling mesh mirror geometry, and voila, we have that. Even for this, we repeat the same. We have object point mesh thresholds quite much. So it's just a matter of time. So just undo. So we've made some progress. So let me save again, pause the video, and I'll be back. Okay, we are back. So since we've gotten our handle here, I think one thing we have to do now is if we take a look at the handle, we can see that the front part is a little bit flat compared to the back, which have a bit of curve to it, and I think in terms of width it's somehow wider. I think it's wider. Look at the image here. Okay, so we have something like this. So we are going to be having, but let's not focus on that now. Just try to do. Let's try to get our major form. So here we can see that we need to adjust some of our geometry. Okay, so what I want to do now is to create this piece right here. What I want to do now is to create this piece, the whole of this piece right here, and to do that we might have to close this up. So what we'll do now is to create an edge loop here. The edge loop is just to merge with this we want to merge these two vertex together. So what I'll do is to delete these faces and use a target weld to connect those. Then I'll just extrude this in, maybe like twice. Down, then I'll merge these two vertices together, merge vertex to center. So we have this. So if we smooth, we have like a continuous flow from here down to there. So what we want to do now is to extract. Okay. Selecting these faces, what I want to do is to create this. So what I'm going to do is to duplicate face and select the newly created face. I can isolate it. Maya isolation Shift I to isolate any selected object. Then I can extrude this out a little. Then bring back my objects. So I can now start shaping this accordingly. We are going to get rid of the back faces. So I'll start shaping this out. So what I'm going to do now is isolate this again and delete the faces at the back. We don't necessarily need them. We don't need them. We can just and exactly these faces also. Since that's our all we do now is that's our symmetry line. Scale out to make it on a single plane, then move it to the center, snap to center. So if you also unisolate this and move this down a little, start giving this shape. We are looking at our image here and we are trying to so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to make this connect with this. That's our next plan now, and we'll just see how we are going to do that. To do that in a more efficient way, move this up a little. I think let me adjust this to maintain the curve. So what I'm going to do now is, if we are to smooth this and this together, you see that there is a bit of grip. It doesn't look as if there is actually a cut panel here. So what we can do to achieve that is to let's isolate this. Before we do that, let's see, before we do that, let's just okay, let's go to our side view. We have this continues. So this shows that we have to move this up. This has to go forward, and this has to go here. So if you look at the image here, there's this, and there's this. There's something we are not doing right. I think this is supposed to go forward. I think that's supposed to go forward. That's what we're probably not doing right. And the whole of this, all of this is supposed to go out. I already said this from the beginning of the project. Modeling requires a lot of back and forth. No piece of geometry at the earlier stage can be said to have attained its final shape, because eventually we will still have to do a lot of changes as time goes on. And as a modeler, you should always be open to doing major changes at any time, at any point in time during the modeling phase. That's where the patience come into play. So you have to be patient enough to know when to adjust a particular model and do it, not just procrastinating or probably just leaving it like that because you feel it's going to be additional work. If you want something to look good at the end of the day, there's a difference between something looking good and looking accurate. So, in stuff like this, accuracy really do matter, because then this is an object, or this is an object that exists already. Is existing, is not a prototype or a new design. So for you to depict accurately in 3D world, you have to there are no shortcuts. You just have to do the right thing, know when to adjust your mesh and all, and you'll be fine. So if I smooth this out now, remove edge faces, and actually see how that is looking. So one thing I want to do now is, I think I will have to get rid of some edges, at least for now. Okay, there are a lot of wobbling here. And see the way I'm panning around, rotating, orbiting around, just to get a feel of how my edge placement is from different views. And this, I think we have to do something about this side. I have to really do something about that side. So let's leave it like this for now. For now also, let me get rid of this. Move this out just to match. Move this out just to match the ones at the top. Smooth. Try to get a more smooth shape here. I might also want to get rid of this to see how that's going to work out for us. Slide this up. No, without this, slide up. Slide this one also, and slide this one also. So if I want to smooth this, we have a more smooth surface. So one thing I want to do is to raise this up a little. Raise this up a little. Then we want our bevel. I want to bevel this. Something funny going here because our edge loop was not all the way down, so we can fix this by using a target weld. Then cut all the way through. Then this can now be welded to this. No, this, yeah. You smooth that out. There's still something funny going on here. Something funny going on here. We have a funny business going on here. One, two, three, four. Okay. I want to be sure we don't have Okay. Okay. I knew we have something. So we have to be careful about situations like this. We've accidentally so we have to go back a bit. See, we accidentally target something else. So I think we welded a vertex down there with this. So that was what happened. So we have to do this over again. Enter and target weld to this. And let's make sure we didn't do the same mistake twice. So if we were to smooth now, that should be okay and fine. So basically have that. So I think I'm pretty much satisfied with what I have in the front here. Okay, so if we have that, let's now go back to what we are trying to achieve initially. Let me adjust this. Okay. Let's go back to our front view. Go back to our front view and verify that everything is looking quite alright. As you can see, we've gone a little bit above. So this is supposed to be here. While this is supposed to be here. So this is supposed to be out. This can go back in. Also this. I just want to be very sure that I have my features aligned properly. This can move all the way out and up. We'll fix that later on. So this should be out here. This should be out here. So we'll smooth this. Get that. So I think we have this right on top. The problem we are having right now is if you look closely, we have this surface, then this goes in